Thank you for joining the High Table Dinner. Before the activity begins, we would like to introduce dining etiquette to you, to ensure that you behave in a proper manner during this formal occasion. This video is structured into 3 parts: before the dinner, table setting, and dining etiquette. To begin, let's address the topic of before the dinner. It's important to discuss some key tips on the do's and don'ts before the meal begins. Good dining etiquette is essential for creating a positive first impression among your fellow diners. At the beginning of the event, our distinguished guests who sit at the head table will form a line and enter the venue. Every student should extend a formal greeting to our guests and display the utmost level of respect. The Master of Ceremonies will alert you when it is time for the guest procession to begin. Upon hearing the instruction, please rise, kindly stand up, and maintain a respectful silence. Similarly, when you hear "please be seated," please take your seat quietly. At the conclusion of the event, the head table guests will take their leave. Please rise quietly when instructed to do so. We kindly request you to refrain from using your mobile phone during the dinner. This is out of respect for the conversations taking place. Please note that photography and videography are strictly prohibited during the dinner. If you have an urgent need to use your mobile phone, we kindly recommend that you step outside of the venue to do so. You should put your mobile phone in your bag and keep it away from the table to minimize any distractions. Now let's move on to the table setting. During this segment, we will introduce you to the right way to use various utensils designated for each course throughout the dinner. To begin, please remember that your glass is located at the top right corner of your table setting. Avoid accidentally picking up someone else's glass on the left side of your setting. It is important to note that the order of utensils use should always begin with the outermost utensil and progress inward as each course is served. Let's begin with the appetizer course. You may be served with salad, and you can use the salad fork, which is located on the far left of all utensils. If bread and butter are being served, you will also need to use the butter knife, which should be placed on the bread plate at the top left corner of your setting. Moving on to the soup course, you should use the soup spoon, which is placed to the right of the dinner knife. For the main course, you will need the dinner fork and knife, which are placed on the left and right side of the dinner plate, respectively. Finally, for the dessert, you will use the dessert fork and spoon, which are placed at the upper side of the plate. Let's quickly review. For the appetizer course, use the salad fork located on the far left, and the butter knife on the bread plate at the top left corner. For the soup course, use the soup spoon located to the right of the dinner knife. For the main course, use the dinner fork and knife located on the left and right side of the plate, respectively. For the dessert course, use the dessert fork and spoon located at the upper side of the plate. Don't forget your glass, which is placed at the top right corner. It is important to be mindful of certain dining manners that should be observed throughout the dinner. You may notice a folded napkin placed on the table setting. It serves as a tool for you to gently wipe your mouth and hands during the meal. To begin the dinner, you may unfold the napkin and fold it once, placing it on your lap. The method of folding is a matter of personal preference, whether it can be a rectangular or triangular shape. Keep the napkin on your lap throughout the meal, only removing it when necessary for use or when leaving the venue. Do not hold utensils with fists. Hold the utensils properly and use them gently. Do not turn the utensils towards others. Do not hold the glass by the bowl. Hold it by the stem. When you are having tea or coffee, you may gently stir to cool it with your teaspoon. Please be reminded that never sip the drink from your teaspoon. Eating with your mouth closed leaves a refined impression on others. Take small bites every time, and make sure to chew and swallow each bite completely. Refrain from talking to others when your mouth is full. Instead, wait until you have finished chewing and swallowing your food before speaking. Please pay attention to your body gesture throughout the event. You should not put your elbows on the table. In the following segment, we will introduce our menu tonight and related manners. Today's menu features an appetizer, soup course, main course, and dessert. When it comes to the bread course of appetizer, don't forget to pass the bread to diners nearby before serving yourself. It is a proper etiquette to use your hands rather than utensils. Tear off a small piece of bread with your hands and spread butter on the surface if desired. Avoid cutting the bread with your knife and spreading butter inside the bread. Additionally, it is impolite to put the bread in your mouth directly. Moving on to the soup course. It will be served in a deep soup bowl. Avoid blowing on your soup to cool it down. Cool the soup by stirring it instead. When using a soup spoon, do not fill it entirely with the soup and ingredients. Avoid sipping from the tip of the spoon, which may produce slurping sounds. Instead, sip from the edge of the soup spoon. Spoon the soup away from you, and take the soup spoon across the edge of the bowl to avoid any excess drips. When you are having the last few sips of soup, you may slightly tilt the bowl to spoon the soup. This may prevent any unwanted sounds. During the main course, it is common to have meals that require slicing. Remember to slice only 1 to 2 pieces at a time, rather than multiple pieces at once. You may be served with pasta in the main course. Always remember to twirl small amount of spaghetti with a fork for each bite. Occasionally, it may be necessary to leave the dining area temporarily for some urgent reasons, such as using the restroom or taking a phone call. If you intend to return and continue with the dish, It is appropriate to place your utensils as an inverted V shape on the plate. However, if you do not plan to continue with the dish, your utensils should be placed on the plate at the 4 o'clock position. It is customary to place your napkin on the chair to indicate your intention to return. Always place the napkin on the seat of the chair rather than hanging it on the chair back. If you are leaving the venue and will not be returning, it is a proper etiquette to put your utensils together on the plate, at the 4 o'clock position, and place your napkin at the left side of the plate. This can help inform others that you will not be returning to the venue. We hope this video has provided you with useful information on proper dining etiquette. Remember to be respectful and considerate of others, including the services and fellow diners. We believe that these tips will assist you in having a pleasant and enjoyable dining experience during the high table dinner. Thank you for watching.